I'm June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
June, how'd you rest last night?
Very well.
Very, very, very well?
Very, very, very well.
Let's make sure we're getting out. I don't think we're getting out here just yet. Let me do this, and we took a couple days off, and we say it enough times, but you come back, things kind of work different. Kind of takes a minute to get back in the groove. June, I spoke to somebody and said that's why they don't like to take vacations. That it's a lot of work before you go. It is even more work to get back into your groove upon your return.
Wow, I can't even imagine not taking a vacation.
I tell you, I think we are up again. Let's start all over. Hey, family, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
June and I, we'd like to take a moment and welcome you to be the first to welcome you to May 21st.
Woohoo!
AKA 225 days to go. That's 225. Deuce, deuce, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Sorry about that just then. Had a little technical difficulty.
But again, family, it's all right. We're going to keep on doing what we do. We ain't going to stop. We ain't going to slow down. 225 opportunities today, June. 225 mornings where we can wake up and show appreciation.
And I just want to call attention to what what is coming up that is the most, I can't even get it out, I'm so excited. The most exciting thing that's ever happened in this whole entire world.
Oh my God, Taco Tuesday, man. What else could it be? The taco truck.
Oh, June 1st.
They're doing a taco truck on June 1st also?
You know what? Stop playing. It's my whole birthday month.
Your whole birthday month.
You getting ready to say day.
I caught myself.
Whole month.
My birth month.
I am going to show my entire
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. I double dog dare you.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to show my entire self. The true Gemini. I'm going to celebrate the whole month, guys.
And she really does. She really, truly does. June gets a whole month.
It really should actually just be celebrating every single day that you have life. I just buy myself something every single day. Something little, something big. Because I'm celebrating me.
Why not? I mean, who, other than June Rose, what do you got?
June Rose? Who is that?
June Rose Smith. Who you got?
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
You ain't got nobody but me.
Exactly, family. So you know what? I say fine. Take a whole month.
Yes, I will.
Show appreciation for yourself for the entire birth month.
It was named after me.
You know what? Exactly. Because you know what, June? You're right. A day is just not enough to express the gratitude that we have.
A day goes so quick.
It does. A day, it's over, it's done. So then you're back to what? Damn it, time to get up. Family.
Exactly.
But what if each day, June, we could wake up with gratitude that motivates our attitude, that controls our altitude?
Ooh.
Something that we can then share with the what? Multitude.
Just a rhyme in the day.
I'm a poet and you know it.
No.
No. Wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Rude girl. Rude girl. But June, today what I want to talk about here on May the 21st, I want to talk about our continued crazy faith.
Yes.
Our continued path of crazy faith. Mm-hmm. We started January 1st, and we're going to maintain that all throughout 2025. The crazy faith of the simple fact that as long as I believe it, that's all that matters.
That's right. Nothing else matters.
Nothing. As long as I believe it, but I got to take action upon it. See, that's that crazy faith. I believe it, and I'm going to take action upon it. Even though other people may say, Smitty, you're never going to become a homeowner.
What?
You're never going to fix your credit.
What?
No one in your family has ever owned a home.
So?
It's impossible to save money. How about this one, June?
Let me show you.
I save $1. A bill shows up for how much? $2.
That's your bills.
Man, I guess I don't even want the kid's name bill, Again, family, our son William, nah, man, I'm sure his name the bill. No, you won't. Mm-hmm. I won't have a new bill coming into this house every day. This is William.
Right.
But June, that crazy face says that it's okay, family. It is okay to dream big. Mm-hmm. It's okay to think big. And it's okay to grow into our bigness. And there are just so many different things that we all have to do in a day. You know, we talked about it on today is Wednesday, June. Today is Wednesday. You said it was Tuesday.
I did not. You said it was Tuesday.
Today is Wednesday. Yeah.
And because I'm such a good wife, I just followed
just went
you.
along.
Like, okay.
You know, on Monday we started talking about how this week we're going to talk about it all.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of anything bigger than it all?
No.
I mean, it encompasses everything.
Everything.
Nothing's not included.
Mm-hmm.
And some days, June, that's what my gratitude of attitude says. Smitty, you got to get up and do it all. And then you know what? It begins to kind of make me want to just kind of pull back a little bit because I know I can't do it all.
Because it's overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. June, you ever just feel so overwhelmed that you just sit in the corner and just feel like you want to shake? You just don't know what to do first. You got to do it all. You got to get it all done. You want to get it all done. You want it all. But come on, family, can we really and truly do it all? Or do we start taking shortcuts? And when we take shortcuts, are we really doing it all anymore?
I think most people do take shortcuts.
Yeah. So you take a shortcut, that means I'm coming up short on the expectation, short on the result. Mm-hmm. So then I haven't really done it all.
Yeah.
But it's too much to do. So you know what, family, I say, what if we took it all and we broke it down into 4 P's? Just 4.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing too big. So today, I'm sorry, kind of goofing up here. We're going to talk about the 4 P's of it all. Because, you know, we take something big, we break it into its individual components. So the first P, let's see if it works, is purpose. What is the purpose of what you want to get done? Why do you want to get it done? See, June, if we don't start off with the right approach, then we're never going to be able to get to where we want to go because we're not going to know where it is I want to go. So
the right reason.
For the right reason, or even the wrong reason, for any reason.
Yeah.
You know, what's the purpose? What do I want to get done? The second P, family, is what products do I need to get it done? I have a purpose. I want to become a homeowner. I want to save money. I want to get stronger in my confidence in me. I want to execute crazy faith. So these are all specific purposes.
And I'm going to break it down.
Yeah.
So purpose is a reason.
Well, wait, don't go to too much details.
Well,
We're going okay.
Product is the stuff you need to get it done.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Right.
Product can be a service.
Yeah.
Product can be a people. Product can be a place, or it can be a thing. Okay. Product is a noun. Mm-hmm. A person, place, or thing. We'll go into more details. Next, you got to have patience. And that's where we mess up, family, on the patience. Because, see, June, I have the purpose. I have the product. But it still doesn't happen overnight sometimes.
And in the lines of breaking it down, sit your tail down and wait.
Exactly.
You're doing too much. Hold on.
Doing too much. And the last one, family, is perform. Now I got to put it all to work. I got to take all the above. See, that's what it all is. It all is the purpose, the product, the patience, and then I got to perform. Leave any one of those out, then I'm not doing it all.
And perform. Get it done.
Get it done.
Do it.
You know, and June, and getting it done means getting specifically that item done when I want to get it done. See, that's one of the main areas we start making compromises with ourselves. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do that next year. Nah, well, you know what? I just need to wait a little while longer. Mm-hmm. You know, but that wasn't part of your original purpose. So again, Jim, we got purpose, we got patience. So we got purpose, we got product, we got patience, and then I got to perform. So today is Wednesday. Let's talk about purpose this morning so we can finish up this week. Purpose is a person, place. I'm struggling this morning, family. Person, place, or thing. Okay. That's the purpose. Mm-hmm. You know, June, let's give an example of what we're trying to do, June. We want to start motivating folks to buy homes. We want to start educating folks to buy homes. And we want to start empowering folks to buy homes.
So let's just rewind it a little bit.
Yeah.
So our purpose in life, really, right?
Yeah.
Because our careers take 80%, 90% of our life, right?
It does.
So our purpose in life is to help individuals buy homes.
Yeah. It's that simple.
That's the purpose.
So that's our purpose. So you know what we got to do? Now, under the purpose, there are sub-purposes. That's our biggest purpose. We want to help folks to buy homes, all right? Now, there are different products that we can use to get that done. Remember, a product can be a service. A product can be a person, place, or thing as well, okay? So we decided that we were going to invest in some videos, some video equipment, because we know folks don't like to read. Folks like to watch. So we said, well, we're going to buy some equipment.
Yeah.
So we did the research. We made the best purchase decision we could. So now we have the camera equipment. It's real small, real cool. It didn't cost $1 million. Okay. Now, family, the patience kicks in. How to use it. Oh my God, June, this is so frustrating. I keep doing it and redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. Yesterday, you know what I said? Maybe I just need to stop and order more equipment. And that's not my purpose. I haven't fully utilized the product because I'm running out of patience.
And I think that's the thing. It's just like, and maybe that's where, the slow down, relax, because maybe you're overthinking what your product needs to do for you.
Yeah.
And what your purpose is.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
It kind of comes full circle, right?
It does. That's why I said it's the 4 P's.
Yeah.
The purpose, the product, I need patience, and then eventually I gotta do it. And many times, by the time we get down to the last P, we tired. We broke down.
Good morning, Dante. How are you?
We disillusioned. And we start blaming the innocent folks who had nothing to do with our original purpose. So June, what if we start off just taking our time and accepting creating a purposeful purpose as a victory? Can you imagine that, June? Here, let's do this. I am going to do this right here because this is really good. This is really good. Everyone close your eyes because I'm gonna make a slight adjustment here, and I don't want anyone to see that because I always want to appear professional. June, is everyone looking away, June?
It looks like they are, yeah.
Okay, good. Let's change that to this. There you go. And let's go back big again. All right? So, June, what if I took the time and can I count creating a purposeful purpose of victory? Can I claim ultimate victory by clearly defining up front, having the nerve and audacity, June, to define my purpose up front, because I can have several purposes. I can even have a sub-purpose. What if my purpose was so big that I had to break it down into individual components? Let's talk about what? Home ownership. Well, to become a home ownership, I got to save. You agree, June?
Yes.
Okay, what do I have to save?
You have to save for a purpose.
The
purpose
no,
of
but
buying
that's
a
it.
home. You
That's
gotta
it.
Save for your down payment.
Yeah. I got to have credit. All right. Why do I have to have credit?
To be able to purchase a home, you got to have a minimum score
Of
of 620.
So I got to save. I must save. I must have a credit score of 620.
You got to get your credit right and tight.
And
620.
could that be a separate purpose? Could getting my credit score be one purpose and keeping it at that point another purpose?
It can be. Yeah.
It can be, yeah, because each of them require a certain amount of time and skill sets and determination to get done.
Correct.
And see, family, that's when it starts to get confused because I have a purpose, but then I create sub-purposes that feed into my purpose. And any one of those sub-purposes missing kind of brings everything to an end. So what if we had an all-encompassing purpose and we just worked from there? What if we didn't go too far into the weeds? What if I said, you know what? I want to buy a home. And to buy a home, I got to get my credit score to 620. I got to keep it. I have to save some money. I have to align myself with a team that's going to get me some grants and down payment assistance. What if all of that was my purpose and I maybe broke it down to 3 or 4 steps, but I didn't go into such minute details? Because then by the time I do all that planning, June, guess what?
What?
I'm tired. I ain't never going to get all that done.
But you know what? It just depends on the individuals because I like to plan.
Okay.
I don't like surprises like that. Okay, so for me, it's like a triangle. Like purpose is at the top, and
Okay.
then there's branches, maybe a tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So underneath that, I know I've got to get my credit straight. I know I've got to save money.
Yeah.
So maybe those are the boxes that those two are in. I'm doing those two things at the same time.
Sure.
And
Sure.
I'll add my team because they need to keep me right on what I need to work on.
Sure. Sure.
And then the next box to the side. What would that be?
But let me go back. Your overall purpose is to buy a home.
Yes.
Okay. And then you're going to create sub boxes underneath that. Or are you putting all of that in that purpose box? I want to be
No,
clear.
sub boxes has to be
Okay,
sub
sub boxes. So is it one sub box for each, or are all items in that one sub box?
There's 3 items in each box.
There's 3 items in each box?
Yeah.
Huh?
So I'm putting so underneath purpose
Right.
to buy a home.
Right.
Underneath that, there's a box that says, I need my team together.
Okay.
So I need my lender.
Okay.
Let me know what I need to do.
All right. That's one box. So go ahead.
And then my lender may say, you know what, you need to work on your credit a little bit more.
So what are you going to do then?
I'm going to keep that in the same box.
Keep that in the same box. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
want to
then
be
they
clear on.
also said I need to save money.
So that you create another box for saving money?
Nope, that's all in the same
That's
box.
all in the same box.
Yep.
So you're keeping everything contained and manageable in one box.
Yep.
And that was my point, because if we create too many boxes, too many sub-purposes, it gets
Okay.
confusing.
Gotcha.
So, as it relates to purpose, we don't have to go too deep into the woods.
Gotcha.
Purpose is our big, high thoughts. Okay, I want to buy a car. That's my purpose.
Okay.
All right. Now, the other things of how I go about doing it, that's when we go into the other piece. But for right now, it's purpose. So, you know what, June? I want to buy a house.
Okay.
I want to buy a car. I want to buy a boat. I want to buy a yacht. I want to travel. I want to have fun. I want to retire. How about this? I just want to save money. I want to provide for my family. I want to stop making somebody else's mortgage payment. I want to be the better me. I want to be the stronger me. So our purpose is high level stuff. We don't have to get into the woods on our purpose, family, because when we do, it's so much trying to do it all, plan it all, be it all, that many times we just stop and we go for the ride.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if that's human nature, then how do I work my way around human nature? By practicing being purposeful. That's it. That's step number 1. That's our mission today. That's our crazy faith mission today, is to practice being purposeful. Practice not going into too much details when you're defining your purpose. Remember, there's time to go into the details, family, but not just yet. Okay? So again, my purpose is to learn how to create videos to share and to motivate folks to become homeowners. Okay. That's my purpose. I'm gonna leave it there, June. You know what? I'm gonna be good with that. I'm gonna be happy with that, because that deserves success. That deserves some gratitude, because I have now adjusted my attitude. And that's a good day. If I did nothing else today, June, but I said purpose is to learn how to create videos, to share, and to motivate, to encourage, and to empower people home.
So what do you do if you don't have a purpose? Or if you're not sure how to even start your purpose?
Well, then, could that be my purpose? Could my purpose be learning how to define, me, Smitty Smith, you, June Smith, how to define a purpose? Is that a success? Because we all want to get it all done. We know that. But you know what, June? We all have the ability to create a purpose when we're quiet within ourselves. Maybe I can't do it when I'm at work doing 50 million things. Maybe I can't do it while I'm on the phone talking to a friend. Maybe I can find that quiet time. And I just say to myself, self, what do you want to do? I want to do it all. Well, it all is really big. Well, you know what? I'm going to break it down into separate pieces. And I'll call each of those pieces a purpose. Reason why I'm going to do something. Reason why I'm going to dream something. Reason why I desire something. Because, if we know why we want it, June, it makes it more attainable.
It does.
Good morning, Tomorrow Kill. Good morning to your sister.
Good morning, Nisi.
If I know I want to save, but why do I want to save? Well, I want to save so that I have money in reserves. That in and of itself is a great purpose. June, we can accomplish several things under one purpose. I want to save money to buy a home. so that I don't have to create debt, so that I feel safe and secure, so that I have some financial backing, so that I feel confident, so that it helps my ego. There could be several things accomplished in one purpose. But you know what? I got to save money. And saving money in and of itself is pretty tough. But you know...
It is, but you know what? It's not tough if you have a purpose.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. By having a purpose, it enables the rest of everything else to happen for you. Now, June and I, we set a purpose at the beginning of the year, and we're going to maintain that purpose. Again, purpose, product, patience, and perform. So those are the 4 steps today. So today we're talking about purpose. June and I, purpose is to help 125 folks become homeowners this year. 125. We're halfway through the year, and we're at 30. Should I be worried? No. Should I be willing to adjust my purpose? No. I'm not going to adjust our purpose. What we're going to do is we're going to do other things to continue striving, because the purpose was justified. The purpose was good. There was a good, solid reasoning behind the purpose. We didn't just pick something out of the air that didn't make any sense. So my purpose made sense. My purpose was doable. My purpose was believable. Hey, Tamisha, how you doing? Yeah, we've been out. We were on vacation for a week, Tamisha, and we're finally back, getting back into the groove, you know.
Hey, Tamisha. But you know what? I just want to get back to, I realize that if I don't have a purpose, like you've always said, money just flows through my hands.
It does.
It just goes in every direction. But if I say, you know what, I'm putting this money aside, or I really want to do this with this money, then I tend to hold on to it longer.
Yeah. Again, purpose, family. There is nothing more important than creating an high-level purpose. Again, we're not getting down into the weeds just yet. Mm-hmm. This is my purpose. Is it achievable? Is it believable? Okay, achievable, believable. Is it doable? All right. And is it celebratory? You know, we make up our own words here. June's grammar don't matter.
I love that you usually always say is, if you don't have a purpose for your money, somebody else.
It's the truth. That's exactly. Thank you, sweetheart.
And somebody that will go for everything. If you don't have a purpose for your time, your money, someone else will use up your time and your money.
If you don't have a purpose for you. Mm-hmm. Someone else does have a purpose for you.
Yes.
Which may not be in you best interest. That's right, family. Y'all know grammar don't matter.
Well.
Yeah, I saw that. Tamisha just had a grandson. We saw that. Congratulations, sister. Brand new baby with the price tag still attached. She holding that baby strong and proud. We saw that on Facebook. Congratulations, man. Yes. You know, new hopes, new dreams, new promises, new purposes. You know, so Tamisha, I think this is not your is this your first grandchild? You know, even if it's not, Tamisha has now have a new purpose to love, to honor, and to help raise up grandkids.
Yeah.
You know, and grandkids are the best, man. Mr. Finn, man, I get to play with him. I get to go bike riding with him. I get to teach him stuff. I get to send him home. You know, that is the purpose of a grandparent, all right?
And that's the same thing. You're going to have a purpose for your child.
Yeah.
You're going to have a purpose for your grandchild. You want them to grow up healthy.
Yeah.
You want them to be wealthy. You want to be able to give something to them.
It's the future.
I want to do that for my grandchild. I'd like to buy my grandchild a house when he's ready.
Yeah. You know, and that's something that our parents couldn't do for us.
Yeah.
But who says we can't do it for our kids? You know, that's the purpose of our life, to do better. Mm-hmm. You know, if I'm going to look at this and say, what's my purpose in life? To do better than my parents.
Yeah.
Now, how we get it done, that's the details. Those are the weeds. Mm-hmm. We're not getting into the weeds this morning, because when we get into the weeds, it distorts our purpose.
Yeah.
It makes us stop being purposeful. It makes us stop dreaming, stop scheming, stop planning. Nah, family, I want to buy a home. I want to be the best grandparent ever. Tanisha says, yes, this is her first grandchild.
Yeah.
You know, I want to save money, June. I want to pay off my credit cards. I want to just do it all. Mm-hmm. I really do.
And you know, it's remarkable how many individuals that we've helped where they're like, oh, my grandmother gave me $20,000 to buy my home. Or,
yeah.
You know,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
And and I want to be able to do the same for my grandkid. I couldn't do it. My parents couldn't do it for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it for my children. But you know what, June? I have a purpose that I can do it for my grandchild.
Yeah.
So again, June, our grandchildren, all of our grandkids, and again, family, remember, there's always a purpose. There's a purpose in every single day. There's thankfulness in every single day that we lift our heads off our pillows.
It is.
There's thankfulness in the things that we have gone through and the things that we're going to go through. But I must take the time and have a purpose for me. And my purpose for me has got to be, as June reminded us, bigger and better than somebody else's purpose for me.
Yes.
Not my time, my money, my love, my affection. How about that, family? Everything that makes up Smitty Smith.
And I want people not to be scared to fight for themselves. And
Exactly.
when I say fight for themselves, if people are wasting your time, get up, walk away, walk out.
Because you ain't getting it back.
That's right. You are not getting it back. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid to do that no more. I'm like,
No, June, you brought up a good point. What if, instead of saying stop wasting my time,
Yes.
what if we said stop wasting me?
Ooh.
Stop wasting me.
Yeah.
Because I am my time.
Yes, you are.
I am my purpose. I am my plan. It's me. Stop wasting me.
And I may sound rude when I say it, and it doesn't have to be rude. Just, I gotta go.
See ya.
Thank you so much.
I like Tree said, no skins for the wins.
That's right. Yes.
Family, seriously, stop wasting me. Because my purpose is bigger than you.
Yes.
So if you don't fit into my purpose, then who are you again? And family,
Ooh.
I know it sounds selfish.
Ooh,
Who are you?
Wow,
yeah, no, seriously. I'm just saying, June. Because if my purpose is bigger than you, if you don't fit into my purpose, it's not bad. It's really not bad. What it's saying is, I'm going to free you up.
Yes.
To go do something else.
To do you. So you're actually being kind. You do you.
I am.
Okay.
I'm allowing you more time to go be in somebody else's orbit. Okay.
Yep.
Because you don't belong here. If you don't belong here, then you can't be here.
Yeah.
Right, family? And again, I'm talking about people, places, and things. If you're not part of my purpose, why? If being here is not part of my purpose, then why am I here? If doing this is not part of my purpose, then why do I continue doing it? Okay? All right? People, places, and things. And it's mostly people. Let's be real about this. It's mostly people.
Let me see. Tamisha said, no, June, that's what you're saying is real. Yeah. You've got to be real because you don't have time to waste. If you have a purpose, it's like, you know what? Tamisha, you just got a grandbaby and you want to, and you're so happy.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful thing. And, over time you're going to start thinking, what can I give to my baby?
Yeah. My grandbaby. Yeah, absolutely. June, can you imagine the amount of work she has in front of her?
Yeah.
Because if you care, if you love, you want to guide, that's another life. That means
as a grandmama.
Yeah, you got her two lives. It's the mother and the child.
Yeah, exactly.
It's twice the work, family. But it is what it is, family. Purposeful placement. Yeah, exactly, Tamisha. Thank you. Those are the words I'm looking for. We're just loading it up with peas today. Purposeful placement. And family, I'm going to say it again, and then I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it one last time. It's okay to excuse people, places, and things that are not part of your purpose. And you don't have to feel bad about it. You don't even have to give it a second thought, June. I don't because, we gave it the first thought when we created what? The purpose. So I say, when I create a purpose, June, and I have a real authentic purpose that's not designed to hurt or harm others.
Exactly.
When I have a peaceable purpose for me, it's okay to protect it. It's okay to limit access. I always say if I'm fasting, I am not supposed to tell everybody I meet in the street that I'm fasting today. It's something it's personal.
It's private.
It's private.
And it will give you another peace.
That's exactly what you're ready to say. It's peaceful.
Yes.
It's peaceable. You know, I'm not at peace when people run up to me and say I'm fasting today. What do I say? Congratulations? Can I say why? If I say why, then that's not the purpose of fasting. Right? You fast for a specific reason, and you have peace with that inside you. But how can you be at peace when you're making everyone else unpeaceful? Unpeaceful.
And I don't have peace when people come to me to gossip about other people. It's like, I gotta get away.
Gotta get away. People, places, and things. What is your purpose? So what I'd like for all of us to do today, name one purpose today. Remember, high level stuff. Tamisha, I'm going to be a great grandparent. Stop. Just stop. You know what I mean, family? Know when to stop. Don't go any further than that, June. We are going to learn how to create professional looking videos to help empower our folks home. Stop. That's it. That's my purpose. There's a lot of work to do underneath that, but I'm not doing that just yet. And you know what? Man, it feels good because I got something done today. I defined a purpose. All right? That's it. June, what's your purpose today? Can you think of a purpose, something? And it could be a daily purpose. It could be a minute purpose. It doesn't have to last forever.
I'm going to put 2 houses under contract.
That's your purpose today. 2 houses under contract. Full stop. Do we go into details how I'm going to do it? No. Because then I'm going to say, well, if this happens, well, if this happens, well, if this client does this, well, if this seller does that, well, if this happens, well, if I can get there, well, if it's not raining, you get all those little wells subject to contingent upon items. And it takes you away from where you originally said your purpose was. So now I'm not going to sell 2 houses a day. My new purpose is I'm going to sell 2 houses if it doesn't rain, if my client shows up, if the seller shows up, if nobody else buys it, if they can get my pre-qualification letter. You get all these contingencies. And you know what? Man, I'm just keep my ass home and play video. I'm just going to stay home and chill, family, because it's easy. High level stuff. Yes, we have to go to work, but we're going to remain at high level stuff. All right, family. Hey, look here, family. We're going to let you folks go because June and I, we got to start getting back to me trying to learn how to create these professional, crisp looking videos. I watch that stuff on YouTube, June. I'm like, wow, how'd they do that?
Yeah.
Man, that's smooth. Hey, I have that same equipment. Why am I not getting the same results? Why is my performance different than their performance? I have my purpose, but it's the other 3 steps that I'm lacking. And you know what? It's okay. Because June, I believe, June, I believe this, and I know you do too.
I do.
The universe is going to bring to us, gift to us everything that we need as we need it. And that was proven to us yesterday. June and I, as you know, we're Virginia licensed real estate agents, and we do a lot of marketing. We do a lot of branding. And we've been doing this stuff organically. We've been going with what we've learned ourselves. And we know we were on vacation last week. Say, man, this stuff is confusing. It's a lot. So we attended a meeting yesterday, and boom, we meet a branding expert.
And Smitty, I'm going to put you on blast.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to put everybody else on blast. If they kind of sit back, you have the tools that you need. Remember, you said yesterday, but a couple of months ago, you found out something on the system, and you mentioned that you had it all along.
All along.
You realized that you had it.
Did not know
until
it.
you're like, you know what, I really need this.
It's crazy.
And just, I guess, fumbling around came up.
Yeah.
So I think that we already have the tools in our arsenal, let's say.
Okay.
And we don't even realize that we have it.
And and what's the name of that tool? Crazy Faith.
Crazy Faith.
It's just, I promise you, family, it is just that simple. We overcomplicate it.
We do.
And if we can just keep it simple, what's that say, Kiss? Keep it simple, Smitty. That's all I got to do, family. But it's naturally in me to make it more difficult. It's naturally in me to make it so difficult that it becomes unsustainable. Nah, family, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
And Smitty, you have to realize who you are.
Yeah.
You're Smitty Smith.
I'm Smitty Schmidt.
You're not Tyler Perry.
I am not Tyler
You are
Perry.
not making.
I'm not even Tyler Perry adjacent.
You are not making a movie.
No, I'm not. But in my mind, I am, man.
Exactly.
I'm yelling, cut! Sitting in the damn director's chair. Yeah, because my imagination is huge.
And you're such a perfectionist.
Yeah, I want it to be right.
And it will be.
Will it?
It will be.
That's my purpose. And I have purpose in myself, and I have purpose in the universe. And again, if I'm doing it for a just reason to help and not hurt, I can just relax. I can just relax into my purpose, Jim.
And you know what? I think the key is also relax and have fun.
Yeah, one and the same.
Because actually making videos is fun.
One and the same.
For me, looking at houses is fun. I love it.
Yeah. Just relax into I clearly define my purpose. Not going down into the details. Eventually we will.
Exactly.
Okay, eventually we will. But the crazy faith says that everything that you need, you either have it or it's on its way to you.
Yes.
And that's when we say relax into your purpose, family. Don't stress about it.
Nope.
Do not stress.
Don't worry, be happy.
Just chill. I want to create great videos. I do. June and I, we invested some money into this little camera. This last thing, how's this little thing going to help me get to where I want to be? How's this little $150 thing going to work? Family, watch me now. Watch us now. Watch us move and groove into our purpose, into our plan. Watch us grow and be patient. And eventually we're going to get to performance that we want. You know what?
And Tamara's going to buy a house.
She is.
And
I'm going to use this.
Going to buy a house.
I'm going to use this as a videotape when she moves into her home for the first time, June.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's put that out there, family. Let's put that out there in the whole wide universe. All right? Hey, family, we gave you anything of value today? We said anything that you know is true for you. Ain't worried about nobody but you. We talking about you to you. Please like and share. Help us get the word out about Grits and Grants Crazy Faith. Help us get the word out about grants and down payment assistance. Family, it's there. It's just up to you to create your purpose, your plan. Hey, family, we got a Grits and Grants workshop coming up tomorrow night.
Woohoo!
Our first Thursday evening. Grits and Grants in-person workshop. Show up, and because we're going to show out. All right? If I don't teach you at least 3 things that you did not know in the first 5 minutes, just get up and walk out. Just get up, deuces full, and get out. But I know that's not going to happen, family. It's free, it's effective, and it's valuable, but it's free. And I know those 3 don't go together all the time. How can something be valuable and free? Show your ass up and find out.
Ooh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Again, that's our Grits and Grants workshop, family. Hey, simply go to SmittySmith.com to register. It's absolutely free. SmittySmith.com. We got a Thursday, 6 to 7:30, and we have a Saturday morning, 9 to 10:30. Both are absolutely, positively free.
Let's repeat that again. This Thursday and this Saturday.
Two. Family.
So if you can't make it on Thursday, you better come on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to do it this way, Tamisha. It's going to be every month. We're going to do the 3rd Thursday and the 3rd Saturday. Every single month. 3-3. Third Thursday, 3rd Saturday. Again, family, we promise you it's going to be worth your time. It's going to be a huge part of your purpose. All right. We're not setting your purpose. We're helping you define your purpose. Without going into the details, we're going to do that another day. June, I feel good. I really do, June. Because all I got to walk away with today is that I want to learn how to make professional looking videos. I can actually leave it there. If I did nothing else on it today, June, can I count this today as a win?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, because I do. I really do, family. Hey, I got to go, gadget, go. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith for River City Blues Realty.
Hey, family. The only other thing you got to do today is what, June Smith?
Stay blessed
And hi.